Hello and welcome back to In Stitches with Jackie. I am going to start stitching some Christmas projects. Okay, we are first going to, so I'm going to stitch this first one, first Christmas tag. And I have my water soluble on there. And we're just going to do a placement stitch. And I just realized that I pulled up the size for the quilt, which this would be an embellishment for the quilt. So I'm just going to go ahead and use the larger sizes, and I'm just going to stitch this out, seeing that I did choose this one. This is flex foam. So after doing the placement line, then I'm doing the flex foam. After the flex foam. Okay, I placed my white thread, which is going to be my background stitching. And this is just going to be a zigzag stitch. This is the first time I'm making a tag. This is going to be an embellishment for the quilt, and I am making the quilt, so I decided to just stitch this one. I pulled up the wrong design. I wanted to just do the small one, but it's still a good example of how cute these tags are. This is from the Jingle All the Way, which is a older, I'm not quite sure when this came out. This book is dated 2019. So it's been quite a few years. This is going to be really cute. Okay, I'm going to change to the black thread for the first stitch out of letters. Okay, it is going to stitch the just a little something for your from the previous instructions, it says that you should be placing a topper, a water soluble topper, and I'm not quite sure why they want that on there, but I forgot to put it on there, so I'm not going to stop it at this point. I'm going to see how this stitches out, and we'll go from there. Okay, getting ready to stitch the toes, and okay, we're gonna get that going. Okay, so I have everything trimmed. I have my soft and stable and my top fabric along with the back fabric. So now it's gonna do a satin stitch. I do have my bobbin thread, which is red, and so now this is going to be the last stitch, and it is going to be the satin stitch, and we'll see how this is going to go. There are some areas where the soft and stable is where I'm trying to get as close as possible, but I feel like I'm getting close to the stitches, so I'm gonna hope for the best. Okay, now it's going to start the satin stitch. And then it's also going to do the stitch around the, to have the opening to put a little whatever right over there. It's really cute. Now the satin stitch is going to take a while. And I'm going to go ahead and put this on fast mode. Finishing up the satin stitch, and now it's just going to do the little area to be able to do a punch hole and put a little string or bow in there. it. It's completed. So this is all the wash away. So what I'll be doing is just cutting, but not up to the stitches, and then just take a little Q-tip with some water and get the rest of that off. Okay, and so what I'm gonna do is just, I don't want to cut close to this. Let me put this down a little bit more. I definitely don't want to cut too close to the stitches. Water soluble, so what I'll be doing, and I will just show a little sample of that, I'll just be taking some Q-tips with a little bit of water and just dabbing that's what the back looks like. So and again, on the back, this could be pre-embroidered with something. It said to put a little bit of glue. I really didn't want to do that. And it's on the back of the wash away stabilizer. So there's not a whole lot of options. I don't think it looks bad, but you could quilt that, I guess, if you wanted it to, but really it doesn't matter. This is the size of a mug rug. I'm not sure even about this. I'd probably put some, you know, fray check on here before I would do any kind of hole punch on there. And let me just get a Q-tip and show how you get these edges. I actually have 2 Q-tips that are wet, and you'll be able to see how it will just disappear, but it might take a couple of times. You can see how this will just start pulling off this extra. I didn't want to cut too close, because then if you cut the stitches, then you know, you ruin the whole thing. So it takes a little bit of time, and see how that's just going to pull off. It'll pull off really nice, and then those edges are nice and clean. So I will be going around. I'll actually have a little thing of water and just keep going, doing that, and that's how clean it's going to look. I would like it. I'm going to try not to manipulate it too much, because I actually want it a little more firm on the edges there. But how cute is that? Just a little something for your mistletoes. And so I'll continue to do that. I have 2. This is a little bit of a bigger one, and then this small one here. You want to do it like on your cutting mat, and even then you want to be careful, because it will put a hole in your cutting mat. But basically it would just be putting just a little, you would go like this, and just for this one you would press down. You have to put some fray check on there. And depending on what you're going to use this for, you might not even want to do that. You might want to just maybe even sew what looks like the bow hanging instead of popping the hole in there. It's totally up to what you want to do with it. So there you go. This is going to be the first of many. I'm going to go around, continue to take the rest of this washable stabilizer off. Yeah, it's 5 by 7. And this one is so big because it's meant to go on the quilt. I believe, yeah, there's 2 of them. So you could see like right here, one goes on the quilt there, and then this one. So there's actually 2 of them that are going to be on the quilt. Again, I'm going to make this project. I do have some of the blocks done for the quilt so far. I actually have quite a few of them. Or again, this could be made as a mug rug. Totally the correct size. I did so far get 2 of my Jingle All the Way. I got these both embroidered. Again, Kimberbell background quilting, because when this came out, when this particular quilt came out, this Jingle All the Way, it's machine embroidery, but it didn't have all the background quilting at that time. So I am making sure to put the background quilting. And then there are 3 Lemoyne stars. So these still have to be quilted. I just have them all nicely these, but these do not have to be backed. It would actually, it causes it to be kind of thick, and it would be a little bit more difficult to. But again, I got 3 of those done, and those are, you can see there's 3 of them in the quilt there. 1, 2, 3. I got my 2 9-patch blocks done, and that's 1 here, 1 there. And then I have my big present blocks done, and these are really big. So this is 1 present right here, and I believe it's going to be that one. And then I have the taller, or the more narrow one, which is this one. I'm using my fabric, so it doesn't look the same. I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to quilt these. More than likely, clear blue tiles is how I'm going to have to quilt these. And that's going to be the middle one right there. So, very beautiful. Going to be making the globes next. All right, well, thank you for stopping by and watching this short video. I'm going to be starting off my Christmas sews now. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing and following along with all the fun Christmas holiday projects. Thank you.